Alrighty, welcome back into another episode of 5 Minute Wager brought to you by Better and Green. I am Ethan. With me, as always, is Ben in the Blues jersey today. I love
Yes,
it.
sir.
I couldn't get out of my Lions jersey. Just filmed the NFL show. I should have done a little switcheroo, but yeah. Ben, how you doing today?
Doing good, man. My Blues won last night. I'm feeling good, dude. I'm feeling good. Surprising win. Thought it was going to overtime to cash for us, but you know, if your team wins, you can't be too sad.
Yeah, I wish they would have got it done in overtime, but
Me too.
would have been a nice plus 320 cash for us there. But hey, that's all right. We'll try again in this episode. Again, guys, as always, we're talking 3 plays a piece here. Before we get into the plays, though, please, if you guys could just like, subscribe, comment on this video, let us know your favorite play for Thursday's slate of hockey. Really helps us. Really helps us potentially get to do this the day of filming.
Ooh.
It makes it a little bit easier in the hockey world. So
Ooh.
the more likes, comments, subscriptions, shares, all that really helps us. It goes a long way. Takes you just 2 seconds. So please, we'd really appreciate that. And then before we really get into it, I just want to do a little promoting just in case people jump off of the video. Guys, go to bettergreen.com to see some of the articles we're writing. We do have a lot of premium plays coming out. We have also just a lot of other articles coming out right now. We have some NBA player props, NFL articles still as the NFL season winds down. So check us out over there. Head over to Sharps. Use our code BET269. That's bet with 2 T's, BETT269. It's basically a social media platform for sports bettors. We have a lot of plays coming out over there as well. Been a really great experience. Ben, I know you and I both spent a lot of time over there.
Yes.
Really great guys running that app.
Yes.
And we love it. So head over there, completely free. Again, that code BETT269. And then, guys, just keep your eyes peeled. We do have our conference championship NFL show that we just filmed that's coming out today. It actually is already out right now. So check that out. Wyatt and I have some getting technical videos coming out as well. And then Ben, you and Bobby with the Tapping Vegas UFC show as well. So
Yes, sir.
keep your eyes peeled on YouTube. And without further ado, let's get into it. So again, 3 plays from each of us. Ben, I'm going to throw it to you so I can catch my breath. What is your first play for Thursday's slate?
Well, Ethan, you catch your breath because I am pumped for this play, man. I'm taking the Lightning puck line. I know what you might be thinking. Been on Monday when we filmed, you took puck line. They lost outright to San Jose. Well, we're going back to the well, okay? We're doing Lightning puck line because they are at home and they had a day off. They're playing against the Coyotes, another team not so great. That is coming off of a game. They just played the Panthers last night. So another Florida team. I think they go in and Lightning not been as hot this year. I think that they have a pretty good performance here.
Yeah, nice price you're getting on that puck line as well for one of the better teams against one of the weaker teams. So
Yes,
nice play with that one. I'm going to start fading the Red Wings. I backed the Red Wings last time out. Couldn't get it done for me. Tough loss. I'm going to fade them here. I like Philly on the money line. Basically, Philly has had 3 straight losses, all at home. Something I really like to look at when you're struggling at home. I think the best medicine to kind of fix your ailments is to head on the road. You don't have to be in front of your home fans, sometimes catching the booze. Just go on the road, clear your mind a little bit. And this is just a 1-game road trip here. They're back home on Saturday to face the Bruins. So I think it's just a nice spot for the Flyers to get away from home, maybe pick up that momentum, needing win, and then head back home to play the Bruins. Wings, on the other hand, kind of been rolling since the new year, but did have that loss to the Stars last time out. And I think it could just start a bit of a bad streak for the Red Wings. I mentioned last time when I picked the Wings to beat Dallas, I thought a win there could kind of take their momentum and fuel it up into the All-Star break. Since they lost, I could see it going the other way now. I could see them losing quite a few games here. They do have the Golden Knights on deck. So I think they could easily drop 3 in a row before the All-Star break. So, yeah, I think at plus 114, that's a nice spot for the Flyers.
Hate fading your own team, but, if you're winning money off of it, you can't be too sad. I'm going to take the Devils money line. That's at plus 130 right now. They are coming off of 2 days of rest. Carolina coming off a tough game at Boston, so now Carolina heads back home. Devils underdogs. They've been struggling, but they had that big win against the Golden Knights. I believe that was back on Monday or Tuesday night. I like them to get it done.
I love it, Ben, because I'm on the Devils money line as well for my
Good.
next play. Absolutely love it. And I'll one up you. You go over to FanDuel plus 138. So
Ooh,
even a little bit better of a price there. Yeah, I really like the Devils in this spot. Like you mentioned, they have the rest. They are off that win. An overtime win at that against Vegas, which I was on Vegas in that game. A little
same.
disappointing that Vegas couldn't pull it out. But yeah, I think that's a momentum building win for them. And yeah, bad spot for the Hurricanes. They have a huge matchup Wednesday night, which when we're recording against Boston. So that game has not wrapped up yet. But yeah, it's just a huge Eastern Conference matchup. Arguably two of the top teams or the two top teams in the Eastern Conference going at it. It's in Boston. So like you mentioned, they're going to have to travel home, no rest, play the Devils who are banged up. I think it's a nice advantageous spot for the Devils with the rest. Yeah, bad spot for Carolina. Devils money line. Glad we're seeing eye to eye on that one.
Me too. Me too. It's scary taking the underdog like that, but we're going for it. I'm taking Boston, Ottawa under 6.5 at minus 115. That's the other side of this game. That is on Wednesday night. Boston versus Carolina. They're gonna try. This is gonna be a hard fought game for both teams. So I can see the offense being a little sluggish and slow, relying on that defense. And Ottawa, they are coming off that Canadiens win. They're at home. I don't know. I kind of like the under in this because I just think Boston has the better goaltending, and if their offense is not coming out firing, I can see going under 6.5, maybe like a 3-goal game, 4-goal game. I did correctly pick the score in last week's episode, 4-1. I don't know if anybody caught that.
I caught that. I had to go back in our text thread. I was like, I'm pretty sure he said 4-1.
I did.
Yeah, nice call with that one.
Thank you.
And that's a nice segue because I'm looking at the Oilers game for my final pick here. This is kind of gross. I don't do this often, but I'm not in love with the board tomorrow, so I kind of had to play around for my final play. I'm taking Edmonton and Calgary moneyline parlay minus 120, so it's pretty gross. Not a great parlay price there, but yeah, for only a 2-teamer, I like it quite a bit. Calgary has been losing as of late, and I just think this is a really good spot for them to get that winning momentum back. They've dropped their last 3. 2 of those were against the Maple Leafs and the Oilers, so no slouches by any means. They're now against the Blue Jackets, and then they finish out the month with the Blackhawks, 2 games that they should easily be able to win. And I think just them looking at their schedule, they're telling themselves, we almost have to win these 2 games. They're sitting at 21-21-5 on the year. Just 2 games that you can't drop right now, sitting at 500. So I really like Calgary in that spot there. And then on the flip side, you have Edmonton, who is on DraftKings. They are a minus 600 favorite on the money line. I did take this at FanDuel. They're like minus 420 over there. So shop around when building this parlay. I do believe it was like minus 150 on DraftKings, minus 120 on FanDuel. But yeah, point blank, Chicago playing their 3rd and 4 nights with travel in each of those. They were in Vancouver Monday, had to travel to Seattle to play Wednesday night. Obviously not a far travel from Vancouver to Seattle, but still a travel day there. And then they have to travel from Seattle to Edmonton overnight, go play a game against the Oilers, who are red hot right now, have not lost since the new year. So just think it's a really nice spot, or the spot isn't even great for the Oilers. It's just a really bad spot for the Blackhawks. So I think Calgary wins it. I think Edmonton wins it. Don't think it's very close in either game. Minus 120, not great for the parlay, but we'll ride it.
You're not going to talk bad about a 120 bet.
Yeah. All right, and then our final empty net play here, kind of a bigger odds play that we can't really always expect to hit, but if we hit a couple of them, just do a little sprinkle on it, get you a nice little profit there. Today we're looking at the Red Wings and the Flyers to go into overtime. That is plus 370. Really, I just see this game being pretty close. I did obviously have Philly in the as one of my plays there on the money line. I think they likely get it done in OT. Yeah, I think these teams are pretty similar, both pretty offensive. I know Philly is without goaltender Carter Hart right now, which actually is another reason why I like Philly. I think they're going to play harder for Ursan, who is projected to be in net. Last time these guys played, it was 7-6 in a shootout. So an extremely offensive game. Not sure this one's going to be as offensive as the last one, but yeah, I think, I don't know. I just see this game being extremely tight. And I think there's a good shot it goes to overtime, maybe 3-3. Yeah, I think Philly wins it 4-3 overtime or a shootout. So plus 370, I think that's a nice price.
Yeah, I love it, man. Can't argue it.
Guys, other than that, don't really have much else for you. Talked about sharps, talked about Better Green, talked about our other episodes. Again, please like, comment, and subscribe to us. It just really helps us. Really helps us keep going, giving you our best work that we can offer. And really our best work would be to be able to film these games day of. I mean, it's so much easier when you know the goalies. You have more lines available to you on the sports books. So yeah, just a couple more likes, subscriptions, and comments away, and hopefully we'll get there someday. Guys, other than that, we'll see you in the next episode. Peace, guys.
Later, guys.
You better start listening to the Better and Green podcast. You will not regret it. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And hey, I'm Dean Blandino.
Welcome to Better and Green, eh? To Better and Green, eh? To Better and Green, eh? Listen in and cash out. That's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover all spot from the bottom to the top. Hey, shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome to our podcast. Better and Green.